This is Mark Schofield from Inside the Pylon with the latest and final first sound installment of the 2018 draft season. And what a draft season it has been. It started last summer with the first video in this series, looking at Troy quarterback Brandon Silvers and manipulation. And we've taken some twists and turns along the way. We've looked at full games from Kyle Lauletta and Josh Allen. We've looked at other quarterbacks such as Mike White, Kirk Bankert, and others. And it's leading us to this final moment. If you've been following these videos, you know that typically I'll break down either a full game, as I did with Allen or Lauletta, or I'll look at one or perhaps two traits from a quarterback and use a couple of plays to demonstrate what I'm seeing from them on film. But we're going to close out the 2018 draft season a little differently, and I'm going to make my case for why I view Josh Allen as the top quarterback in this draft. Again, these are the rankings that I'm putting together over at Inside the Pylon. They're my rankings. It's how I feel about these guys. But I don't want them to replace your own work. The way I approach these videos is I show you what I'm thinking. I show you what I'm seeing myself, how I'm reading these plays and interpreting them and using them to project quarterbacks forward. But there's so many great resources out there that I want you to, as you do your work on these guys, consume it all, help them shape your opinions, and come to your own conclusion about these guys. Because the one great thing that is one of many great things about football Twitter in the draft evaluation world, in the draft industrial complex, is that there are so many opinions and people have well-reasoned arguments on many players, and many people whom I love, know, and respect feel differently about these quarterbacks than I do. And we all sort of do our work and shape our arguments, and that's what makes these debates fun. And it's supposed to be fun. So as we get down closer and closer each moment to the NFL draft, remember that this is, after all, supposed to be fun. But let's get started here. I'm going to go over a couple of traits, a number of traits here today. We're going to start with sort of anticipation, confidence, and pocket poise here. First play is a play against Hawaii. As you can see, UCLA is backed up. And again, using a couple of plays here from Hawaii, if you want to sort of juxtaposition on quarterbacks in this class, you can see these plays and then watch either my breakdown of Josh Allen's game against Hawaii or watch that game on your own. And you can see sort of a quarterback playing against common opponents and seeing how both of them fared. But again, Rosen under center here, backed up in their own end zone. We're going to see a little bit of a rolled coverage here late. This corner was closer to the line of scrimmage. He's dropping off now, as you can see right there. Takes the snap, checks middle of the field, checks the safeties, checks the coverage. And this is one of the things I love about Rosen. As he gets near the end of the drop, he knows this is the route he's going to throw because he's confirmed the coverage. He knows he has off coverage here. He knows that his receiver is, again, going to break this off on an out route. So he starts setting himself up mechanically. One of the great things about Rosen, he has great mechanics. You can see the feet are already starting to point here. He's getting himself in the ready position to make this throw. Hits, ball is coming out well before the break. Anticipation throw, confident eyes, confident decision making here from a quarterback in the shadow of his own goalposts. Ball comes out on time. Placement is a little behind. I get that. But because of the timing, the rhythm, and the anticipation on this, you see the cushion here at the time of the reception. So even though the throw's just a bit behind and the receiver has to twist back for it, it puts the receiver in great position for yardage after the catch. He's able to make this defender miss, fight away from him, and pick up additional yardage. Another throw against Hawaii, under center, play action. We'll have a double move here on the outside with a sort of stutter and go up top. Play action, Rosen with his back to the secondary as he executes and then comes out of the fake. That's something that Greg Cosell over at NFL Films noticed as well. With Rosen, you have a lot of plays where he's turning his back to the secondary and then having to reset his field of vision, his eye level to pick up where guys are in the secondary to make sure nothing has changed in that quick little moment where he turns. Milliseconds matter at the quarterback position, in my opinion, and this is something that Rosen does very well. He'll turn his back, then pick up the safeties in the corners, see where everybody is, and make his decision. Here's the double move happening. Rosen has confirmed the coverage, and now he's, again, Got his eyes on this. This is where he wants to go with the ball. We're going to get a little bit of pressure here off the edge. Colton Miller gets sort of beat to the outside. We'll have a little subtle climb. And a great throw here. Right hash mark. You're at about the 30-yard line when he lets this go. Almost right to the goal line on the opposite sideline. So there's the climb, the throw. Puts this in good velocity, good placement over the corner before the safety can rotate over. Perfect spot. Puts this almost on a line. That's an NFL-style throw and a touchdown. Final example here from this Hawaii game. Talking about calm in the cauldron here. 3rd and 3. We're going to get some blitz action here from Hawaii. We're going to have a little post stop route. The receiver kind of sits down here after showing post. There's the blitz here with linebacker, defensive back coming as well. Again, Rosen very calm here. Picks up his receivers because you're going to get these matching routes here. This is where he wants to go with the football. I love the placement on it as well. He stays calm throughout the play. This corner starts to sort of overcommit to the outside. So what does Rosen do? Kind of puts it behind him. Puts it over here, leads him away from the defender. Again, the quarterback can play a pivotal role in setting up the receiver for yardage after the catch by putting the ball where it needs to be or an advantageous spot for the receiver away from coverage. That's how you set up your receivers for yardage after the catch. Here's another example of that calm nature in the cauldron, and calmness in the cauldron, a phrase coined by my great friend Matt Waldman and some of his work he was doing, I believe, on Cody Kessler a few years ago. This is a 3rd and 12 situation against Colorado. 3-3-5 type look up front. Get one linebacker here already, Sugar in the A-gap. We get that blitz and a twist up front. Good drop, calm eyes, confident here, stands tall in the pocket, has some trash at his feet below him, can't fully step into this. Quick little short jab step there instead of a full stride. Doesn't get phased by the trash around him with the trash at his feet. Delivers another rope throw in the intermediate area between the hash marks downfield as well. This comes down to about the 48-yard line. And he's releasing it from about the 26 or so. Again, another well-placed throw with good velocity right on the money. And it leads to yardage after the catch. So again, the confidence, the calmness in the pocket, the ability to sort of make these throws under pressure, under duress, sometimes with trash at his feet. One of the things that really stands out about Rosen. Another area where I think Rosen doesn't get as much credit as perhaps other guys in this class is the arm strength. And we've talked about it some here. We see it again on this throw against Colorado. Opens, he wants to go downfield with this ball here, coming out of play action again, having his back to the secondary for a minute. For a split second, decides, no, I'm going to check this down. So he comes here, but then eyes flash open again one last time. Gets us to the process and speed. Sees something break open late. Quick little reset. Stride and fire. Again, good velocity. The placement here, again, a little bit off. He probably could have put this outside, but I love that little subtle reset and fire. I really like this play from him. Against Memphis, 3rd and 16, just outside the red zone. You're down 7 early in the game. This is another great velocity shot. Late rotation here. Safety sort of drops down into a buzz. So he's got to read and react to that. Another sort of rifle shot. And this is an NFL-style throwing window. I mean, you want to talk about quarterbacks coming from the college game to the pro game, having to make throws into tighter throwing lanes. Rosen's already doing stuff like that now. Again, between the numbers. I love that ability from him to sort of attack the middle of the field, attacking that sort of 15 to 20-yard range with velocity into a tighter throwing lane. This is a great throw, gives him a 1st and goal. Love that play from Josh Rosen. Finally, the deep ball. This is a play that I highlighted over at Pro Football Weekly. He can run a vertical passing game too. Again, look, play action, back to the secondary. He's going to have to make up his mind quickly here to see if the play action fake worked. And again, you see this safety here. He'll cheat down. This guy squats. So he's going to come out of the fake right here. Look at him again. Flip the eyes. Read the safeties. This guy suddenly has to put on the brakes. That's all Rosen wants to see to give him a shot over the top. That's the deep ball. Great throw. Now I want to talk about footwork, and one of the knocks on Rosen is that he's not athletic enough, that he can't really sort of create outside the pocket, he can't extend plays. Well, I think he has a Brady-esque path to staying healthy and to staying active and moving around NFL pockets, and that comes from his footwork. Let's not forget Rosen, an elite level tennis player in high school. I think if you watch him, if you watch his feet, he's able to maneuver, he's able to evade, he's able to click, climb, slide in pockets, and that's what's going to be his path to sort of avoiding big hits, to keep himself on the field, to avoid an injury, and to sometimes create and extend plays when he has to. This first play is a great example of it, and we take him out of his comfort zone as a quarterback here. It's a trick play, handoff. He's going to peel back for a double throw here, right? And it gets him sort of outside of his comfort zone because now this isn't where he's used to being on the field. And he's going to have a defender with a free shot at him. So he's going to have to basically rely on sort of muscle memory and his athleticism rather than anything else. Makes the catch. This guy's right on him with a full set of steam. Watch the feet. He's able to sort of move himself away from it, keep himself under him, good contact balance, and then reset. And another good velocity throw to his receiver coming across on this dig route. I love this play because, again, it takes him out of his comfort zone as a quarterback, out of a familiar area, puts him on unfamiliar footing, so to speak, in unfamiliar territory. But we see that footwork work to his advantage here. Another example against Arizona State. This is, again, this is coming from somebody that's watched every throw Tom Brady has made in his NFL career. Maybe I've missed a couple, but I've watched almost all of them. This is, again, I'm not making a one-to-one comparison that, Josh Rosen is the next Tom Brady. But this is Brady-esque. This ability, edge rusher, climb the pocket, click, climb, and fire. It's something that Brady does so well. It's something that Rosen does incredibly well. This is a great example of it. Climb the pocket, slide away, drive, good throw, good velocity, put it right on the money on 3rd and 10, getting you into the red zone, but it's dropped. Here's a look at that again. Great mechanics. You see that sort of 3/4 release that Rosen has. Good velocity on this throw. The feet get him up into the pocket, away from the edge pressure. And he puts another rifle shot right on the money. Finally, one last example, again, from the Arizona State game. And this is sort of his path to being able to extend plays. Footwork and contact balance. Starts to climb here. Can't get away initially. Play strength and contact balance to stay upright in this situation. Gets his feet away from the defender. Stays upright with the offhand. Enough athleticism to make this play. This comes on a 3rd and 10. It should have been a sack, but that gets him into 4th and short. So look, Rosen's not the most athletic guy, but these plays show that the footwork, the contact balance, and the ability to sort of move and slide and climb the pocket, that's going to be how he's going to extend plays and create sometimes off structure. Finally, processing speed. This is something I love with Josh Rosen. It's something that I think he has in high. It's something he has at a very high level right now, and I think it might even improve when he gets to the National Football League. Boundary corner blitzes, sometimes these are tough for younger quarterbacks to pick up. We'll get blitz here. But Rosen sees it, and he sees it early because he lets him come. I love how he keeps his eyes over here, and this is how I'm reading it, but he keeps his eyes over here, but he knows it's coming, knows he has just a few more seconds, and gets it off. And by letting it come, it doesn't give that defender a chance to sort of get back under and recover. Gets it out to his running back, his outlet. This is a 3rd and 7 play. Gets it out to him in space now. Doesn't have to worry about this guy retreating back and recovering. Sets him up for yardage after the catch and a 1st down. Similar play, mesh action here where he meets the running back and he's reading this side of the field. The corner is cheating down pre-snap. He's trying to play it both ways. What do? You make him pay. You confirm it right here. He still squats. He's going to try to retreat and get under this. But if you do it fast enough, you make him pay. Take what the defense gives you. 2nd and 7 becomes 1st and 10. And again, really good placement here on this throw because if he leads him too far upfield, you're bringing that safety into consideration. You throw it here where he has to throttle down, can protect himself. Now he's got a chance to make a move after the catch if he wants. If you lead him, you're going to lead him to contact. This is that difference between accuracy and ball placement that Ted Wynn tweeted about, I believe it was a couple of days ago. Accuracy is putting it on the guy. Ball placement is putting it where the receiver needs it so he can do something after the catch, or put it in a spot away from the coverage. This is great ball placement, sets his receiver up for a potential move after the catch, and he picks up a couple of extra yards. Finally, last play we're going to talk about. Stick concept here. Vertical, out, stick route where you sit or you run. Backside slant. Now, this isn't the most complex play concept that's been ever assembled by a head coach or an offensive coordinator, but we see the process and speed here from Josh Rosen. This is the route concept. Snap comes, initially checks the fade. That's where you look first. You're probably not going to throw it with this guy getting that kind of coverage, that kind of cushion. So you come back to, the two little outs or the stick. Those are both pretty well covered. This is covered. This is covered. This is covered. Green dog now from the middle linebacker to vacate the middle of the field. You replace it with the ball. Comes to his fourth read. Quick reset and throw. Puts it right on him. Yardage after the catch. That's processing speed. He's getting to basically his fourth read on this play. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, puts it right on him. All he has to do is come upfield. I don't know why he sort of does a little Brandon Cooks here and go like that. But Rosen does his job, and he does it extremely well. And that is where I want to end the 2018 First Sound series with. Rosen does his job, and he does it very well. That's my main takeaway from him. Does he have sort of the splash throws of a Josh Allen? Sometimes. Not always. Does he have sort of the creation and the, activeness of a Baker Mayfield? Not always. Does he have potentially the upside of a Sam Darnold? Not always. Does he have the athleticism of a Lamar Jackson? I don't think so. But when you put together the total package, for me, Josh Rosen is QB1. The combination of traits make him ready to start on day one. The scheme diversity makes him a fit for almost any offense. And the process and speed will allow him to develop and mature to an even higher level when he gets to the National Football League. But that's my take on Josh Rosen. That's why he's my QB1. Is it yours? Maybe. Maybe not. But that's the beauty of it. Quarterback evaluation is an art more than a science. There's a subjective nature to all of it. We all have traits we like. We all have traits we value more than others. Your quarterback one might be somebody completely different, and that's totally fine. And I respect it. I hope you've enjoyed this First Sound series, the entire season, including this final episode. As always, you can check out the other videos over at youtube.com/InsideThePylon. You can check out the Inside the Pylon Draft Guide over at itpdraftguide.com. The First Sound series for 2019 is around the corner. Until then, enjoy the videos, enjoy the draft, and thanks as always for watching.